Hello everybody, my name's Chris Savage and welcome back to Buck-Chuckets and Piglins SMP, where today we are going to be making a bank for the server. But before we get into that, I want to take a quick look at our storage here, because I made a quick change to it. So if we walk inside here, see this is all new here. I off camera decided that instead of having a dump chest where we just put everything we need in here and it goes ahead and it just cycles through our storage and sorts everything, I've decided to instead do a shotgun loader for our storage, because I have a ton of shotguns just sitting here, and whenever I get like a ton of items I end up having to take it all out and putting it all in there, taking like so many trips to do it all. So instead of doing that, this kind of just solves the problem entirely. So let me grab a shortcut, do a quick example here. Okay, so how it works here is that so say we have some stone bricks that can sort in here, then some like extra stuff that like can't. So we go ahead, we pick up these, and I can go ahead and put them like just in here, and they all, as you can see, go away. So they're going into the hopper here, which takes them into this dropper here, or dispenser here, which they just sit in there. And then, so they can all just sit in there, or all just stack in the chest and such. But if I actually want to get the sorting done, what I have to do is click this button here, and then it goes ahead, puts the shulker here. When the shulker empties, puts the empty shulker here. It takes all the stuff that actually needs to go away into the chests, and then it loads the next shulker. And when it's out, it stops doing it. And that's pretty much how it works. It's pretty simple to build. So that back here there's some redstone, then there also is like some like water thing up top. Let me jump up here. If you look up here, there's like a water thing up here with like a bucket and such like that. So yeah, pretty simple design, but it works pretty good, and I think it's going to help a lot with just like big builds, just getting a ton of like stuff and just needing to empty out a shulker box. So it works pretty nice, but that's not the focus of this episode. That was just a little side thing. Today we're going to be making a bank, because I feel like the server kind of like needs a bank. We have some storage as I'm going to spawn. We have storage like underneath spawn for like everything, but I feel like a bank would be nice just for like extra stuff and such like that. I mean, also, as we're running over, you can see I updated our pathway here to make it look nicer. And this pathway actually extends now to spawn, and our starter house that used to be here is no longer here. I've decided to get rid of it. I mean, it's episode 19. That was like episode 1 build. It's fairly old and outdated. So it's now gone, and instead it's now replaced by a beautiful pathway going all the way to our base. That should be able to see the base pretty nice. So that's another thing that's actually been changed that I completely forgot to mention. Along with that, also the ominous shop changed a little, just to be a little bit more polished up. You can actually just walk up a step here and such, but again, that's not the focus of this episode. That's just like some extra stuff. The focus is the bank here. And as you can see, there's a ton of emeralds at the bank, which I did not put all these emerald blocks here. So all I did here was put like a land claim for the bank and put some like stone blocks, marking it all out. But Mr. McSquare, he was talking about how he had extra emeralds, so he just did this here. It's pretty funny. We're gonna have to get rid of it so we can actually like make the bank. But yeah, it's pretty funny having this here. But I figured we make the bank here, and it also gives me some time to plan more of the raid farm too for a future episode. I know that I said it would be this episode, but I need some more time to think about it. So the bank kind of just gives me time to think about the raid farm, but also it gives something else to this land that's just sitting here at the community. Before we get into building, I think I'll probably end up splitting this into probably like 2 parts. One part actually just making the like bank on the the outline of it, and then probably another episode actually doing the inside, because I feel like that's a lot to do both in one episode. But to begin, so for the outside of the bank, I probably am going to do a lot of quartz to do like a nice white theme. But before we can do that, we're going to have to get rid of some of these emerald blocks here so we can start building. So let me do that, then we can bring some quartz over here and start getting a nice outline for the bank. Okay, so I grabbed some quartz blocks. I have some more in here. It was actually 4 stacks of emeralds that he placed here, or just like shy of 4 stacks, which is a lot of emeralds. So yeah, I won't be needing emeralds for a while. But I think for the outline, I want to do is I want to go ahead and go 5 blocks in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the 6th block, I want to make it a. So this is going to be like our entrance. I want to make it like a 5 block wide entrance to the bank, and then we can go ahead and continue making the outline around. So on this side, I want to do, think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks on like either side, and then we can go in. I think it's about 33 blocks. So I can go ahead and do that all the way around, and then make a big square so that we have a good outline here. Okay, so I think this is going to be our outline here, so I went ahead, I made the outline around. So this is about how big the place is going to be, plus like maybe a few blocks out front, maybe for like some more detailing, but it's about how big the bank is going to be. So I think we'll get started with the front here. So I want to make like an archway, like kind of like going in, that way you kind of like walk into a nice arch instead of like a door here. So we can do like an archway, something like this, maybe like 4 blocks up, and we can go like inward here. Okay, we can do something like that, and then we can go ahead and to like add something to it. We can also do like copy it on the outside, but make it like a little bit bigger. So we go ahead and do, let's go 1 more up here. So that way it then goes to like a point here at the top, something like that. And we can go ahead then get rid of all these extra blocks. Ooh, this pickaxe a little too fast. Let me replace this here. Okay, there we go. Go back down here, and we can try and mine this a little bit more safely. Yeah, something like that. That way it's like a nice arch all the way up, and then we can go ahead and do the same thing going down here. Okay, and the arch right there looks pretty good. So now I think what I want to do is fill in the arch with some polished like black stone walls. So we can go ahead and go in here and do like, and I want to do like the brick to kind of like match with the quartz brick we're doing on the outside. So we can go ahead and do the bricks going inward here. And then when we're about at the center, so we can go like, we can drop down like 2 here. But I want to leave a space in the middle, and that's because I want to put like a light here. So originally I was thinking putting like a yellow like fog light here, but since I don't have fog lights, for now, just as a temporary block, we can just do a sea lantern. Let me go ahead now and patch all this stuff up here. And there we go, we can do that. So that way it gives like a nice like dark like kind of like look to the white that's going around it. And of course, like I just said, when we get like fog light colors, like a yellow fog light right there, I feel like that could look really good, because it's kind of like yellow, kind of like gold, and the bank, it kind of just goes together. But I think we'll do that for like the archway here. Now we're on to the walls. Oh, before we get to the walls though, I want to quickly just add this here. Just going up just some stairs and like a slab here. That way it just adds something, because I was looking at it, kind of just looked a little off, but I think that looks better. But for the walls here, let's start on this side. So I think for the walls, so of course we're going to be doing more quartz bricks, but I want to add something to like a design. So we can go in like 1, 2, and then break this here. And then in the middle here, we can always do the polished walls to kind of do what we did here. So we can go up with those, and then on the sides, we can do like pillars. And we can bring like pillars up here. So let's bring this up. How many blocks should we do of this? Let's see. So let's go up like a few blocks and see. Okay, so I went 6 up with the pillar here, and I also so you might be able to tell, you might not, but I actually brought this all down by 1. So this one, instead of doing 5 blocks up, it went down by 1. This one, instead of doing how many blocks it was, it also went down by 1, because I realized this block here, after like looking at it for a little bit, this block was like 1 too high after I made it, so it would make the roof look like a little different than how I would want it to look. So I just moved it all down, and it all now like goes together just fine. So it's good now. So we can actually go ahead and do like the nice design. So we have the like pillar blocks here going down. Then we can go ahead and surround the pillar blocks with like stairs at the bottom here to give it like a nice bottom. And then also do the same thing at the top here. That way, oops, okay, not like that. There we go. That way it's like a nice actual pillar, and we can also fly up. Oh, actually not fly up. I've lost some scaffolding now. I can use the scaffolding, go up here, and cover up this block here. If we go down, you can't really tell it too much, but from a good distance, it looks a lot better with that like top there. So I'm going to put it on this side now and see how it looks like the two together. Okay, I think that looks good. The two pillars right there, right next to each other. So I'm going to put the same thing over here. And then we can start to design like the side walls going down, which I think is going to be pretty much the same side, or like the same design, but we'll see. So we go ahead now and man, these wolves, all these sheep are spawning, and the wolves are just running around, just killing all these sheep. But anyways, we go ahead now, like I said, put that wall over here. Okay, there we go. I put the same pillars on this side, so now it matches, and I think that's looking good. So now we're on to the side. So let's start with this side. I only have enough quartz for one of these pillars, but I think if we just go like so, if we take the stairs, it's probably a good starting point. If we go around there and then grab the pillars, bring this all the way up here, grab a slab. Oh, I do not have enough. I thought I had enough, stairs. I guess I don't. But, I think if we do that, that won't be, like, too close. It'll give a good gap, and it'll give a good, also, like, wall area. Then we can, of course, go ahead. Did I do a wall here? Yeah, okay. I did go one out here, so we go ahead and we do that all the way down here. I don't have, like I said, that many blocks, but we can do that like all the way down until we get to the end on both sides. Then we can figure out the back, because the back I don't think is going to be able to, because we're doing like these twos here, like the two and then the pillars on each side. I don't think, because there's like a nice 5 block gap, I don't think the back would be able to do that. So we'll probably have to think of something different. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and run these walls down and see what it all looks like. Okay, I finished the walls here. It's looking all good. So it goes all the way down here. And if we run over here, you can see I got that entire section done. There, I actually, I just left the pillars here hollow. That way I could just save some blocks. But, see, it goes all the way down here. It looks all good. So now we're on the back here. Which for the back, so what I'm thinking is we do the same thing with the hollow pillars. So if we bring it out here, this one's a pillar. So this one right here will probably end up being a pillar also. So it'll probably go out. We'll have like a double here, another pillar probably right here. And then after the pillar, we get to about here, which for about here, I'm thinking, because I don't think if we actually run this all the way down real quick. Yeah, you'll see it kind of like ends off here. And if I put a block here, then it's not really even with the rest, because there's the pillar there. So I'm going to have to find a like the middle of this thing, so that way we can actually like make something in the middle here to try and make it more even and make it look a little nicer. So let's see, where's the middle going to be? So if there's gonna be a pillar here. Okay, so if we start a pillar on each side, we start going in. So we get to about a like 3 block gap in the middle, and actually it should, if we run all the way down here. Yeah, it does align right in the middle here, so we can just do a instead of making it look weird, we can just do a 3 wide pillar. So if we have our pillar blocks, we'll just probably do something like this. So pillar on each thing right here, and then in the middle we'll just do a 3 wide pillar going up, which won't really change anything. It will just be a little bit different. So I'll go ahead and finish this back wall, then we can start moving into some of the inside. Okay, and that's how the back looks. So all filled in, it looks like that. So we have the 2 pillars on the sides here, then we have a 3 wide pillar here. So I think that all looks good. So now that we've actually finished all the walls, which went a lot quicker than I expected to go. So now that we've finished all the walls around here, I think now it's time to actually do the roof, which for the roof, man, these dogs are ruthless with how many sheep they kill. But anyways, for the roof, I'm thinking we're just going to drag this out to here. So actually like make what we did here besides the light, 'cause the light kind of tells you it's the front of the building. So we'll probably just drag this out to about here, make it the same without the light. And then for the side walls here, we'll probably just drag a flat wall out. So let's go up here, try and like design this. So let's go over here. We can see. So this is this is the center here. So we're going to be using these blocks here, probably up 4 it looks like. So we'll have to go up 1 more. Yeah, there we go. Then we can go ahead and fill this all in. Okay, there we go. We can do that there. And then now all we have to do is, hopefully it's a line. This is a good test, but we just have to drag this all the way out here to the other side here. Hopefully it all matches up. Okay, yeah, it all, oops, okay, I didn't mean to do that, but it all matches up, so I should be able to now just go ahead and fill it all in by just adding the lines down. So I'm going to quickly do that, and then we can figure out the rest of the roof. Okay, there we go. The roof's all done here. It goes all the way down. So now we just have to figure out these sides, which for the sides, so it's going to look a little weird right at the moment, but I'm going to do polished deep slate for just like a base layer, because that's going to be all roof on the inside. So I'm going to do polished deep slate on the like roofs here, and then over top of the polished deep slate, these slabs here, I'm going to make them go all the way around the build, and then go ahead and actually move them in, and it'll cover the entire top here. That way we have like a nice like quartz top, or like a quartz top here. Then also I'm going to also move slabs. I don't have enough. Let's grab a few from here. But I'm going to move slabs all the way up here, and then do slabs like all the way down. That way it just adds like an extra like bump to each wall, and also prevents like the mob from spawning up here, so that we don't really have mobs just jumping off the bank here and going to want to kill you. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead, fill it all up with polished deep slate, and then cover the roof with the slab. So, oops, I didn't mean to light a firework, but there we go. I'll quickly do that. Okay, and if we fly up here, you can see the entire roof is done. I have all the slabs now laid down, all the slabs up here. It looks pretty good. I feel like this has actually come along really well this episode. But before we end it, I want to go ahead and do the flooring real quick on the inside. For the flooring, I'm just going to do deep slate tiles. I feel like that kind of just fits in with the white and kind of with the black stone. So I'm just going to replace all of this dirt here with deep slate tiles, and it should be really nice to get to like decorating next episode, because that's what we're going to be doing next episode. We're going to be decorating, making it all look nice, polishing it all up. For now, we need to get this flooring done. That way we can get to that part. Okay, and the flooring's all done in here. So of course, I have extended the flooring all the way out to the wall, but we probably will eventually section this off so that you don't see this wall when you're in the bank. But it looks really good. I just threw random sea lanterns also around the floor just to add light, because the room is fairly dark without the light. But I think this is really good for the first part of this episode, or the first episode building the bank. Next episode we'll probably finish it, doing the inside here, making it all nice, putting all the decorations and everything in it. We probably won't do the fog light stuff next episode. That will be like a future project and such, but I think we did pretty good for this episode. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, please consider leaving a like on this video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It helps a lot. So comment ideas you want to see, any builds you want to see like this or anything else. But besides that, I hope you guys are having a good day. See you guys next time. Bye.